Hello fellow food lovers. Today I will be making Chinese ketchup shrimp. You will need 12 to 18 large shrimp or prawns and half a medium onion. For the sauce you're going to need 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 4 tablespoons of ketchup, and 1 heaping tablespoon of cornstarch. Okay, I have 12 large shrimp or prawns. They came with the vein already removed, as you can see. But if your shrimp don't have the veins removed, you can easily do it yourself. Just take a knife and cut along the back of the shrimp, and then kind of rinse it out, and you'll see a little black vein in there, and you can just kind of pick it out. We're going to be deep frying the shrimp with the shell on, so you need to have it cut in the back so when it expands it won't break the shell or anything. So we rinsed the shrimp in water and drained it, and then we have half an onion. We're going to cut it into slices. Yeah, so leave the shell on for the shrimp, but cut along the back and remove the vein if it already isn't done when you bought it. This dish, ketchup shrimp, is one of my favorite. It's got a really nice tangy and sweet sauce. Okay, we have the wok on high heat. We're gonna fill it half full with cooking oil. We're gonna let that heat up. It may take about 5-7 minutes for the oil to heat up. You leave it on high heat the whole time. So every once in a while, you're gonna check on the temperature of the oil. And the way Chinese people check the temperature of the oil is with a wooden chopstick. So if you dip the wooden chopstick into the oil, little bubbles should come up. So you can see bubbles are coming up off the wooden chopstick, and that means that the oil is ready for frying. If it's not bubbling, wait a few more minutes and then test it again. So use a wooden chopstick. Don't use a metal chopstick or a plastic chopstick. It won't work. Okay, we're gonna throw the shrimp into the deep frying oil. We're gonna actually slide it on the side of the wok. If you drop it from directly above, it'll splash, so don't do that. So the shrimp I bought was 8 to 12 count, which means that a pound of shrimp would have 8 to 12 shrimp in it. They're one of the larger shrimp ones. So the larger the number, say 32 to 40, means there's 32 to 40 shrimp per pound, and they're much smaller. So 8 to 12 is one of the larger shrimps. Okay, I have a plate and I set some paper towel on that so I can drain the oil when I take the shrimp out. The shrimp, when you deep fry it, it actually cooks quite quickly. So when it turns white, the meat, then it's pretty much done. So this batch probably took about 3 to 4 minutes to cook. So make sure you stir it around, make sure that all the parts that are sticking above the oil goes underneath. So as you can see, the color of the shrimp has already changed to white. So I'm just going to fry it for another minute longer just to make sure everything's all well done. So make sure not to overcook the shrimp. Once it's changed white, you should be taking it out within a minute or two afterwards. So this dish, the ketchup shrimp, it actually goes really nice with large shrimp or prawns, but you can use small shrimp, it's fine as well. Okay, I'm gonna put the oil into the oil pot. So I save it for when I deep fry in the wok. So I'll sieve the oil through a sieve before I return it to the pot. And I just keep it on the stove top for when I need it. Okay, the wok had dirty bits on it from the shrimp, so I washed it. And it's on a hot element again. I'm going to let the water dry, and then I'm going to add some oil for stir frying. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. Then we're going to make the ketchup sauce now. So I'm going to add the sliced onions. So you want to cook the onions until they're brown, just a light brown and kind of limpy, like caramelized. I like it kind of well done onions when I make the ketchup sauce. It kind of goes better with the shrimp. Like well done onions, but not brown or black or nothing like that. So you make sure you stir the onions once in a while. Make sure that the bottom part comes up to the top and the top part comes to the bottom, and that everything's kind of cooked evenly. Okay, while the onions are cooking, we're going to make the cornstarch slurry. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of cornstarch into a bowl. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of water to that. Okay, I'll give that a stir. Make sure that the cornstarch is dissolved. Okay, the onions are pretty much done, so we're going to add a cup of water to that to make the sauce. We're going to add a tablespoon of sugar. A tablespoon of soy sauce. And we're going to add 4 tablespoons of ketchup. So bring that to a boil, stir it around so the sauce is mixed in with the water. Okay, so the water's boiling nicely. We're going to add the cornstarch slurry. So as soon as so give it a mix, make sure it's dissolved before you pour it in. And you want to stir the cornstarch into the sauce as soon as you put it in there, so that the sauce sets evenly. And then I'm going to add the shrimp to that now. Give it a toss. Make sure the shrimp's coated in the sauce. and it's pretty much done now. So we're gonna transfer it over to the glass pyrex pie plate. So I like cooking this with shell on, but some people make ketchup shrimp with shell off as well. But it's kind of nice, it's deep fried, so you can kind of suck the sauce off the shell before you shell the shrimp and eat the shrimp. And you can also dip the shrimp in the sauce after you shell it. There you go, that's Chinese ketchup shrimp. So that was about a pound of shrimp right there. That was a bag of shrimp. So that should be good for 2 people. And it's really good with rice. It's very saucy, and that sweet tanginess goes nice with rice. Okay, bon appetit.